New Google AI Studio plus anti-gravity update is insane. You've been using AI tools the wrong way. Not because you're doing something dumb, but because the tools have completely changed and nobody told you. Google just dropped something that makes everything you knew about coding with AI look outdated. And if you're not paying attention right now, you're going to be months behind. Stay with me. Because this one actually matters. Hey, I'm Hannah, your AI avatar, and I help people actually learn and use AI tools so they can work smarter and build better. If that sounds like you, you're in the right place. Today, we're breaking down two massive things from Google. First, what's new in Google AI Studio right now, and second, Google Anti-Gravity, which is genuinely one of the most significant things Google has released in years. I'll tell you exactly what it is, how it works, and why it changes things for anyone building with AI. Stick around to the end because there's something specific about anti-gravity's self-improvement feature that most people are completely sleeping on. More on that in a minute. Google AI Studio is Google's free browser-based playground for testing and building with their AI models. You go to aistudio.google.com, no credit card needed, and you get direct access to their most powerful models right now. Gemini 3 Pro and Gemini 3 Flash are both fully available and selectable in AI Studio today. Gemini 3 Flash is now the default model. It's fast, it's capable, and Google says it significantly outperforms Gemini 2.5 Pro across major benchmarks. Gemini 3 Pro is the heavy hitter for complex reasoning, multimodal tasks, and building agents. Inside AI Studio, you've also got access to Nano Banana Pro for image generation and VO 3.1 for video creation. You can switch between all of these inside one interface without managing API keys or paying anything on the free tier. The head of product for Google AI Studio also announced that AI Studio is being more clearly separated from Google Cloud. Developers were frustrated by the confusing overlap between AI Studio and Vertex AI. The fix is simpler billing and a cleaner experience for anyone who wants to upgrade. One thing worth knowing, on the free tier, Google uses your data to improve their models. If you're working on anything confidential or commercial, enable billing to get data privacy protections. For learning, experimenting, and prototyping, the free tier is genuinely solid. So that's AI Studio as it stands today. But here's where things get really interesting. In November 2025, Google announced Google Anti-Gravity alongside their Gemini 3 model family. And I want to explain what this actually is because the name tells you nothing. Google Anti-Gravity is an AI-native, agent-first code editor. Think VS Code, but rebuilt from the ground up with the assumption that an AI agent is doing most of the work, not you. Every AI coding tool before this worked like a fast assistant sitting next to you. You still held the wheel on every single turn. You copied and pasted snippets, fixed imports, ran tests yourself. Anti-gravity flips that. You stop being the typist and start being the person who assigns tasks and reviews results. The background on how this came together matters. Google acquired the Windsurf team, including their CEO, Varun Mohan, in a deal valued at $2.4 billion. Windsurf had already cracked something important about how AI agents should work inside a code editor, and Google took that and built anti-gravity on top of it. Kavak-Jo, the CTO of Google DeepMind, put it simply. Language models have fundamentally changed how people code, and anti-gravity was built to push the frontier of how the model and the editor can work together. There are two distinct surfaces inside anti-gravity, and understanding both is key. The first is the editor view. This is your traditional hands-on coding experience. Tab completions, inline commands, everything you'd expect from a modern AI-powered editor. When you need to be directly in the code, this is where you work. The second is the manager surface. This is what makes anti-gravity different from everything else out there. The manager surface is a dedicated interface where you deploy, monitor, and manage multiple AI agents working at the same time across different workspaces asynchronously. You give a high-level task like, find this bug, write a test case, and implement a fix. You step back. The agent plans it, executes it, navigates the editor, the terminal, and even the browser, and keeps going while you focus on something else. Now you might be thinking, How do I know the agent actually did it right without reading through hundreds of lines of raw output? That's exactly what Google built their artifact system to solve. Artifacts are how anti-gravity builds trust between you and the agent. When the agent finishes a task or hits a checkpoint, it produces task lists, implementation plans, screenshots, and browser recordings so you can understand what happened at a glance without digging into every tool call. If something looks off, you leave feedback directly on the artifact, like commenting on a shared document. The agent incorporates your feedback and keeps going without stopping its entire execution flow. Google designed anti-gravity around 4 ideas: trust, autonomy, feedback, and self-improvement. Most tools either show you everything, which is overwhelming, or nothing, which means you have no idea if the agent understood what you wanted. Artifacts sit in the middle, the right amount of context to actually verify the work. And the self-improvement piece is worth paying close attention to. Anti-gravity has a built-in knowledge base where the agent saves useful context, code snippets, and learnings from past tasks. Over time, it gets better at working in your specific code base because it's building memory around what works for you. That compounds the more you use it. Before I keep going, I want to mention something that helped me a lot when it comes to keeping up with updates like this. When I first started trying to stay on top of all these AI tool releases, I was completely overwhelmed. That's when I found AI Profit Boardroom. It's a community of over 2,000 members, all focused on learning AI together and sharing what actually works in real workflows. Not theory, real use cases and practical implementations from people doing the work. It taught me which workflows save time versus which ones waste it. If you're serious about using AI to improve your work and skills, check it out. Link in the description. Back to anti-gravity. The platform is available right now in public preview, completely free. Download it at antigravity.google download. It works on Windows, macOS, and Linux. It's also not locked into Google's models. Anti-gravity supports Gemini 3 Pro and Flash with generous rate limits on the free tier, but it also supports Anthropic's Claude Sonnet models and OpenAI's open-source GPT-OSS model. That flexibility is genuinely useful if you already have preferences built around specific models. Honest note, some early users reported errors and slower generation in the initial preview. That's expected for a product at this stage. It's still worth getting familiar with now rather than catching up later. Google's stated vision is clear. They want anti-gravity to be the home base for software development in the era of agents. Their goal is to enable anyone with an idea to experience liftoff and build that idea into reality. The acquisition of the Windsurf team, the artifact system, the self-improving knowledge base, the multi-model support, the infrastructure behind that vision is real. Let me bring this together quickly so you know exactly what to take action on. Google AI Studio gives you free access to Gemini 3 Pro and Flash, image generation, video generation, and a straightforward path to deploy what you build. If you're not using it as your testing environment, you're leaving a powerful free resource on the table. Google Anti-Gravity is for anyone who writes code or wants to build things with AI. You assign tasks, review artifacts, give feedback, and the agent improves over time. It's free, it supports multiple models, and you can download it today. The skill to build now is not how to type code faster. It's how to assign tasks clearly, review agent work efficiently, and give feedback that improves your workflow over time. That's the direction everything is moving, and Anti-Gravity is the most fully realized version of that so far. If you're looking to dive deeper into AI tools and actually implement them in your work, I recommend AI Profit Boardroom. Over 2,000 people learning how to use AI effectively, sharing real experiences, what's working, what's not, which tools are worth your time, and which ones to skip. No hype, just solid, practical guidance from people doing the work. It's helped me stay on top of updates like this one and figure out how to actually apply them. Link in the description if you want to check it out. And if you want the full process, SOPs, and over 100 AI use cases like this one, join the AI Success Lab. Links are in the comments and description. You'll get all the video notes from there, plus access to our community of 58,000 members who are putting these tools to work every day. See you there.